Hasira za nini we bwana? Hasira za nini we bwana? Wataka kuniua bure baba, wataka kuniua bure baba. Yulezi azi wewe ameno kumberi. Anisuda wakaimba but ndokaziva. Anzi yule si wako, mami si wangu, chuki ya nini kati yangu mimi na wewe? Hasira za nini we bwana? Usina makosa hii. Anzi unondiuraire, uraire harisi rako, harisi rangu, iwe ni wakukumba, indine wakukumba. Ndokuimba kwa wenyika. Wenyika. So anyway, that is not the topic of what I want to talk about. Remember, it's a continuation of things that I spoke about yesterday and were uploaded on YouTube. Right, so tonight, let me look at President Nelson Chamisa's handle, Twitter handle, X handle. Right. He wrote that integrity of the heart is everything. King David saved the people with the integrity of the heart, a perfect and true heart and skill. Very few have integrity of the heart. Then he quote a verse, Mapisarema 78, verse 72. And then he quote another verse, 1 Chronicles ndorakotwa, then he just say be blessed. Guys, uyu munhu uyu hatina zvatinomuita. Taurirai Zanu kuti uyu munhu hamuna zvamunomuita. Nelson Chamisa hamuna zvamunomuita and hatina zvatinomuita. The Zanu PF must be told. Right. Then my accounts, remember when I spoke about the Twitter handle accounts that are being manipulated by Zanu PF, George Charamba and Varakashi. They've got a horde of Twitter accounts. If you think there are different people writing, you'll be mistaken. It's one person with about 100 accounts who spend the whole day writing nonsense, replying to President Chamisa. He's just quoting Bible. He's just saying what the Bible has said. He has said nothing wrong about anyone. He just go and write a Bible verse. I want you to listen to the response that comes with those Bible verses. There is this guy, anozviti samanyanga mukauru. Obvious. You can tell Nelson Chamisa's Twitter handle that it's Nelson Chamisa. Then it has got a blue tick. Underneath it, it is written at Nelson Chamisa. So you can easily identify that this is Nelson Chamisa's Twitter handle. Then there is this Samanyanga Mukauru, who just came in and say, Muri President, Re or Muri Mparidzi. I'm not sure how he understand the word president. I don't know how this guy understand the word president. So I'm going to look for this meaning ya president. What does president mean? Tibatsirane ne Varakashi. Because sometimes when tunoita ne ignorance, tunoita ne kusaziva. Dzimwe nguva tunoita ne kusadzidza chaiko chaiko. Saka, let me find the meaning of president. What does president mean? Because when you go on Google, you type the word president, I think the first, it goes on all. The first article you see is about the president of the United States. And then it has got a picture of Biden. As you go down, you can quite a lot of rubbish on Google. Then it goes on to the presidents. Then it goes to the White House. It is, but the picture ya Obama. As you go down, then you find the meaning of a president. A is an elected official serving as both chief of state and the chief political executive in a republic having a presidential government. I think this is the first definition of a president. Then secondly, there is another definition, which is B. An elected official having the position of chief of state, but usually only minimum political powers in a republic, having a parliamentary government, presidentship. So this is the dictionary, this is the English definition of the word president. Then who is president right now? It keeps on telling who is the president. Then it goes on the roles. What are the roles of a president? It focuses much on the United States. To say in US, he is head of state, chief executive of the federal government, commander-in-chief of the armed forces. So this is the president. So coming to the Twitter handle, this guy abvunza vachamisa vanyora kuti David and integrity of the heart is everything. This is what Chamisa wrote. King David served the people with the integrity of the heart, a perfect and true heart and skill. Very few have integrity of the heart. This is what he just wrote. Then Samanyanga Mukahuru Murakashi jumped in after reading this the verse and then said, Murimparidzi re. And Muri president re. I've given you definition of the president. I'm not going back to define the president again. Saga, I don't think whether this is a question you would President Chamisa or answer. I will just leave this to my supporters to say, look, can you answer this guy? Because izo zabva zangoti I want rimparidza and this president. Zangoti ndirimparidzi. Saka chizwa manje ma comments akuiswa nevanhu. Chamisa is loved by people. Vabva vaenda paangobvunza kudaro. Vanhu vabva vatanga kuti pama chapedzisi zvikasamanyanga. We are good with everything. Then someone anonzi Amariso kubva kwaya mumwe akati kuparidza is open to everyone. Why are you asking kuti muri muparidze iroro president? Paanyora ukaenda patwitter hendo yaChamisa ainaunzi president Nelson Chamisa, ayo yakangonzi Nelson Chamisa nobva yanzi chete nobva anyora vhesi rake. Hapana pakanzi president. And I don't know where this guy is getting it from. To ask Chamisa to muri president ere muri muparidzi. That guy never asked anyone on Twitter. Just went on Chamisa's Twitter handle and they say muri muparidzi ere or muri president. Then vanhu vatanga kubvunza vatanga kuti panengirini pako iwo pari kundupene andimana panengirini pako ndobva vakumutaura kuti isusu were good with everything. Ndobva this other guy anonzi questiono zvikanzi aiwaka kuparidza is open to everyone. Then this guy Samanyanga went on to pindura hanzi yes kuparidza is for everyone as politics is not for everyone. So takuenda again to definition of politics governing a country. Hanzi is not for everyone. Ameno maybe anoziva kune college inotrainwa mapresident kuti kwakaenda vana Munangagwa kunotrainwa upresident wekuuraya nyika, kwakaenda vana Chiwenga kunotrainwa upresident wekuuraya nyika. Because if you are saying politics is not for everyone, that is not true. Politics is just an art of governing, just an art of governing a country. Anyone can do that. Hapana pauchagara pasi kuti momwe mangu mune mari yashota nyika iri kufa nenzara ushitora mari momwe mako. Hakuna zvakadaro. Andimona. Saka ndipaunonyatsokuona kuti this my accounts ana George Charamba. I'm just doing this so that people would see the hatred that these people are doing. They continually do things that they know will upset Chamisa or that they know will upset. They say things that they know will upset other people. Chamisa's supporters. Chamisa is a person followed by over 15 million people in Zimbabwe. This is why you see Zanu PF government rigs election. They fear Chamisa. This is why they rig election. If they are 100% sure that they win election, let's have a free and fair election, then they will see the reality. So this guy is talking about politics. Hanzi, kuparidza, yes, is for everyone, but politics is not for everyone. I don't know how much Joe Charamba understands politics. He has been the president spokesperson for too long, and he must understand. He must understand what politics is. Can I eat politics is not for everyone? Anenga achireve, at least maybe akarefer kunana Mnangagwa who are running the country now. Good politics is sure is not for everyone. Because their results are being seen. Their short deals are being seen. Their corrupt tendencies are being seen. You understand? Then over the politics is not mabora wangu. I don't know kuti vakadzi vasina mabhora, where do they get them? Where do they get them? Kuti vaipinde politics. Hapana politics inomboda mabhora. Politics dzoda brain. Handiri kuona zvatochitaura kuvarakashi kuti they continually say things that upset. So they want Chamisa to reply. They know Chamisa has got over 15 million plus followers. So what do they continue to say are things that lack substance. Here is saying politics zinoda mabhora wangu. Hakuna politics zoda mabhora. Asana mbona politics zoda mabhora. Politics zoda brain. Hanzi mabhora esimbi chaiyo. Steel balls. I've never seen politics zoda mabhora. Because akusukukawana. Politics kushandisa brain. Kubitana pamunyati. And it's not one zano as politics says. Chimilitary. Ndo chinoda mabhora esimbi. Kwete politics. Politics hazidi mtsimba. Dzinoda kugara pasi kufunga. Kunda kumaneuver like this. Like you are playing chess. That is politics. And politics is a game of both good and bad things. But hakuna politics dzakadaro. So good hands is a game of good and bad things. Ukaona matanga politics the bad and good things. Matanga dictatorship. So in other words, Joy Charamba is admitting that these people don't know politics, but they are just dictators. It's not good and bad. But if you look at what Zanu PF has done for the last 50 years, there's nothing good on that. And it saka uri kuona vanhu vakuzomutaura kuti uyo mubvunzo wako mufesi wangu mubvunzo wenhando haubvunzwe anobvunza semunhu akupenga. It's a very stupid question coming from George Charamba, munhu akagara ari presidential spokesperson wemapresident probably 3, because George Charamba akashandira Kenan Banana ari president spokesperson, akashandira Robert Mugabe ari president spokesperson, akashandira Emerson Mnangagwa ari president spokesperson. By now munhu averenga literature, amedza literature yakanyanya yakanyorwa maRussians achinyora, maChinese achinyora. He has read a lot. Munhu atoexpecta kuti uyu munhu adzidza afunda. Andibona. Then as I continue to check on that thread, there is a guy anonzi for Dane Prime. Aya ma-accounts. Ukachitarisa account yacho. Ma-accounts yakanzi for Dane HQ 47. Obvious bakutoziva kuti mazita akaita sewanobva kuchaminuka. Andibona. Hanzi, you are not a president material. You are on Zanu PF payroll. Right. Remember last time I did a presentation talking about these people accusing Chamisa of being on Zanu PF payroll. Right. Ndakataura ndikati Chamisa, if he was on Zanu PF payroll, how would that type of a person allow himself to be abused by the system that he works for? Remember, Chamisa was going to Brussels after being invited to make a presentation in Brussels. And the Zanu PF knew it. If he was on their payroll, why would they go and attack? vakasvika vakarova nesimbi. Chamisa achibuda mumotikari vakarova nesimbi apa kuda akatsemuka panapa, akatsemuka skull, not just skin, but his skull has got a crack. So imagining that he's someone on Zanu PF payroll, how would we allow that to happen to them? And how would they attack their own agent, the person that they are paying? And this does not make sense. And murikuona kuti zviri kubva kunani, zviri kubva kunyorwa nemunhu anonzi Foden Prime, hanzi Foden HQ 47. Right. Tozoenda someone abva aisa zvakanyorwa naChari, Freeman Chari. It's very unfortunate that this guy keeps cropping up in bad things. The bad things that happen is I find myself explaining the basic elements of human respect. These are fully grown adults. We must not be explaining basic elements of human respect. I don't know. A fully grown up man, totanga kuvunza kuti dziri kudhonza here, dziri kushanda here. Ukaona tichingo explaina ma-elements of human respect kwauri, totanga kuvunza dziri kudhonza here pfungwa dzako. Because right now, takutoona kuti this is just someone who is bent to twist everything that Chamisa has said. Twist everything that we say for his benefit. Oh, everything it's about benefiting. This guy is looking for benefits. He wants to benefit. But anyone who will tell you that Monzora is a Zanu PF agent, run. Dagi is a respected, grounded leader of the movement. This is impeccable. If for anything, respect him. Work on our national constitution. Amen. Hence, I was totally wrong. Then next time, okay. Anyone who will tell you that Monzora is not a Zanu PF agent, run. Dagi is a respectable whatever. Then this was posted in 2019 by Freeman Chari. Then in 2020, it was just a year later, in 2020, a year later, he came to say I was totally wrong on Monzora. No sane opposition leader would sleep peacefully in the comfort of state machinery bidding. ZRP now camped 24 hours at Harvest House and you sleep good. How can a bird have comfort in a python guarding its nest unless it is a python too? Pakutanga, this is Freeman Chari confusing himself. I want you guys to to see what character this guy. He twists everything people say. He twisted things. What you say, what I say, what Chamisa say, and so forth. These are two tweets which were tweeted differently. The other one was tweeted on the 1st of March 2019, where he was refuting that Douglas Monzora is a state agent. He was refuting that. He was saying Monzora is a respected chinyora zvainyora. Then on the 7th of that's January, February, March, April, May, June. On the 7th of June, and 2020, he came back to the people and he apologized to say, look, he was wrong. This is the time when Douglas Monzora raided Harvest House using the state machinery. Kana Monzora akanga asiri munhu weZanu. Honestly, for the first time in my life, kuona mapurisa nemasoja coming to Harvest House to fight for internal political squabbles and hand over the MDC Harvest House to Douglas Monzora. Then the same Freeman Chari came back and he said, look, I was wrong that Monzora is not a state agent. And he said Monzora is a state agent. He's a flip-flopper, this gentleman. And him on. So he has been caught na someone. Zvikanzi ndo type yevanhu vatina wao. Saka pazouya umwe anonzi Jechman ndobva anyora because Chamisa haana politics dzaanyora, angonyora Bible verse. He quote a Bible verse. But down the thread, if you go, you can tell what people are bent to. We are very thirsty of leadership. We are very hungry of a leader. And that leader, God gave us. God gave Chamisa to lead you. This is why we see, even if he says he's taking sabbatical leave, Zanu PF can never stop writing about Chamisa. They really understand that he defeated Mnangagwa in 2018. He defeated Mnangagwa in 2023. So they fear that he might come back in 2028. So they are trying to bankroll Varakashi, trying to bribe even vari isutirimo mu opposition kuti tawana shepherd ndimne ma platform tukai Chamisa sterek reduce his popularity. Saka pazouya this guy akangonyora nonzi Jechman zvikanzi toda new movement, tokudawo new blood please. Zvidhara zvese izvo kumba. 2028 is our last hope. You see, people pinning hopes on Nelson Chamisa as a leader because they know their leader. God has shown them their leader. This is why achigara achinyora mavhesi. Then amarisa akabva anyora kuti we stand with you, you are my president. So far tine one munhu aoppose atuka. Then kubva kwayo anonzi Musakwa uyu. Musakwa zvikanzi pray for Nelson Chamisa. I want you to listen this carefully. When I was making a presentation live on Facebook, I spoke about Zanu PF killing Susan Changirai. I said, this, with all this resentment that has been shown by people who used to surround Nelson Chamisa, who are now being paid, bankrolled by Chivayo and Kamban to say, write this about Chamisa, do this about Chamisa, damage Chamisa's reputation. By the time from now, if you do this for 3 years, by the time we get to 2028, a lot of people would have deserted Chamisa. So what they are doing, they've got a mantra to say Chamisa appear. But this guy anonzi Musakwa abva auya akataura akati inini kadai guys, I had a dream. Pandachitaura nyaya ndachita kunge ndiri kuita prophesize. Abva ati inini I had a dream. I forgot some other parts of this dream. This is true. He said he saw Chamisa seated and praying. And he was so stressed, Chamisa. His security car came and picked him up from his place of prayer. As he entered the car, then he came an attack to kill him. It was a well-planned attack, and they were firing at his car. This dream, aidamboya akasike kutanga. No dream imwe yakazoita kuti unganzi mari tenge bulletproof car to protect Nelson Chamisa. And this guy has come again with that dream. He's saying these people were firing to his car. They were using machine guns. His security tried all they could, but it was all in vain. This was the saddest news to all Zimbabweans. All hope was lost. They lied that the people who killed Nelson Chamisa were robbers. Let's not dismiss these dreams. let's not dismiss these dreams. This is a very important dream. Mandambotaura live on Facebook pa ndaitange nandaverenga this message, but this message ikutsigira zvandataura kuti vanhu ava vari kutsvaga a way, a method, a way of getting in Chamisa and kill. It's either they want to kill Chamisa, or they will kill his wife, or they will kill his son. So why is it that they focus on the things they think Chamisa made mistakes? Vanacharawa, they are ignoring their mistakes. And on. These are people who cannot take criticism of any kind, but they go on onslaught attacking Nelson Chamisa. I've never heard Chamisa replying them. I've never heard Chamisa talking about them. And they will go on onslaught, Baba. And more. If you try to point their mistakes, they will never admit that they are wrong. But honestly, from what I said yesterday, Vanacharawa, they're very, very wrong. Why go? Can I ndaitaura something in confidence in a President Nelson Chamisa? He used to accept them. He gave them access to him so that they can share ideas if there are any ideas. But little known that this guy was gathering information and had already pocketed the money. Actually, I told you to that information yan and Nelson Chamisa. Now it's time of an onslaught. They are now on onslaught to make sure that by the time we get to 2023, when Chamisa appear, he's been deserted by his colleagues. And let me say good evening to President Nelson Chamisa. I did more. Saka Vakawanda Varakashi. People getting paid. This boy Omod Freeman, he doesn't have a heart. Chamisa is not the only opposition. Who is this Freeman? The same question that I've asked you. Because this guy is nothing. And the other knows Freeman in Zimbabwe. Who knows him? As Tunkumzapa X, in any chai, I've never known this guy. I'm telling you. Ndakatanga kumuziva pa X pa now. Until Vanambo muziva kana ku Zimbabwe. Ndakagara ku Zimbabwe, ndakagara mu Harare. I was born and bred in Karoi. Ndakagara mu Harare from 1996. Ndikazobuda mu Harare 2002. Ndikazodzoka mu Harare 2005. Makore ese anagara mu Harare, I've never met him. I don't even know him. Iye chaicha handifungura anondiziva. Tinongomuona ari pa X achingonyora. Saka people are now praying. Could may our Lord keep our President Nelson Chamisa safe. People are crying, are saying, be blessed, President Nelson Chamisa. Apa papapinda nkosi, ana nkosi, wende ari kuzvinzwa, mutengesi. Pakaipa Charlton apinda busy. Hanzi ari kuzvinzwa mutengesi. Vanhu vanoziva shoko raMwari chero vari kubva vatenda. Kuti that is a word our president. And that's so true. Proverbs 11 verse 3 inoti, the integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by duplicity. This was the meaning of whatever President Chamisa had written. Then he looked at the integrity. It's so critical, the issue of integrity. Then he said, be encouraged by Psalm 41 verse 11 to 12. 11, you know, I know that you are pleased with me, for my enemy does not truth over me. 12, you know, because of my integrity, you uphold me and set me in your presence forever. Pamberi neintegrity. Zvinhu zviri simple izvi. Zviri kutadza kunzwisiswa nevamwe vanhu vapenyu. Zvikanzi David was a man after God's heart. Integrity is very important for anyone who aspires to take a position of leadership. And man, zvikanzi vanhu havachavati mudzimba umu. Kungoda hey Chamisa this. Kungoda hey Chamisa that. Matwitter space woba. Endi mudhara tora sando dzako. Vafema moto. Adi muri kuona? Hanzi Chamisa tora sando. Vafema moto. Hanzi ukaenda pa space every day ma space woba. Chamisa this, Chamisa that. Integrity. Saka vanhu vanotaura kuti for the time being president, it's just wise to be quiet and allow the noise to die down. This is exactly what Chamisa has done. He has never replied to anyone. Ukaona vano reply ndisi vanhu analysts tinenge takuanalyza zvakaita seizvozvizvo kuti what is happening. Because ezvinezvika this guy thinks Chari and Kamban Varakashi, they think they are bringing something that will cripple Nelson Chamisa so that he won't stand in any political in 2028. Ashabata kwakungowawata kwakuita Varakashi, and chiri kuvapa kuti wawawate maresults avanoziva 2023, maresults avanoziva 2028 akupa kuti vangowawata. Saka tiri kutaura kuna Nero, calm down mudara, kondinya nemavhesi, rega vanhu wawate. The new we always knew the new is always coming. Taizviziva, tinozviziva kuti the new is coming. And on, something will be turned into gold. That is what. Saka, people might say, do a self-introspection. Mundiwe wega uri kutadzirwa. Because ndiye ega akadefeata Zanu. It's a very simple thing. Who else akadefeata Mnangagwa twice? It's only Chamisa. And so what they think is all this hula baloo will make Chamisa lose the grip. He won't lose the grip. You are strengthening him. Numbers won't be the same, of course, because kune vamwe vakatoita vane moyo kuti vasingazive politics, kuti vangonzwai vanobva vatodonha. Some have already fallen. People vanenge vachicomplaina kuti maverses won't take us to Canaan. They forget that Moses paaifamba nevana veIsrael, these verses were strengthening the Israelites until they go to Canaan. I don't know. People are walking. Moses Ashnamad. People must understand. It's very simple that people must understand. Saka tirikutaura tichiti vachamisa lead us. Ndochede zvirikutaurwa nevanhu vari kuchema. Because vanhu vanotaura kuti your time has now come. Your time has now come. Vana Chari, muri kunza minzi mimi isai pressure kune vari kutonga. Musaisa pressure kune asiri kutonga, asina political part, asina chi. Isai pressure kune vari kutonga, vaite zvavanogona kugadzira. Health system, education system, a good road network. That will improve the economy. Kwete kuuya kuzoita budget rekuda kunama varombo. Kunzi ukangowina chete wewe mfana wewe hauna boost ukangowina kubetting kuti kutora 10%. No. Government yako enda kunjuga kunaona utamba njuga. Government ya broker. Saka people are saying they've got trust in Nelson Chamisa. And that's true. Because the government ya broker. Ukaona government yako yenda kunoteksa vanhu utamba njuga. Njuga makasa. Amusina industry yekutekesa munyika. Tekesa makasa ya industry. Be careful afana vanotamba chabuta vaya vachadona chabuta wina vanouya vachiti tione vhura roko wawina mari tikutora 10% iyi ndo yako zvakunzisa tsitsi. Saka hanzi naroyal priesthood, integrity of heart of what, hanzi unodya nazuva natagwirei, hanzi natigwire pai malonzi makapuhwa negovernment yamugabe mukadya and majority has peace imimi mukudya ma-US dollar. David was a man of success, the job wamansa whatever is saying. I don't know kuti mugabe maloni akapa vanhu vacho kuti akamaona kupi, but unoziva kana waelectwa wamember of parliament, that is personal. Hanzi vanhu vari kutambura, saka ndo very good point yauya nayo. Vanhu vari kutambura, vari kutambudzwa nei? NeZanu PF havasi kutambudzwa naNelson Chamisa. Hanzi we need organized leaders. Tambotaura tikati ukaenda papresidential ballot paper pane over 20 ma-presidential candidates and vana royal priesthood, you are very free guys to choose any leader you want. Any leader you want. Pane hobo, it's democracy. You choose a leader of your choice. You choose a leader of your choice. Problem yakaipa ndeyekuti kana makuti hanzi makapuwa maloni hanzi makamuri kudya hanzi, that means you have got no evidence. Ana hanzi awakaenda mukoti ukati hanzi vanokutaura kuti kubuda muno, you are not a credible witness. Saka vanoziva muzodziwa waMwari vanonzwa nekutaura, vanonzwa nemavhesi waya. Saka munoona vanhu vakuti vakunyora vana muzvitori hanzi hello prezo, we are waiting for the new, please don't continue delaying, because now it's an advice to President Nelson Chamisa. If you continue delaying, these people will continue vachikana vachifunga kuti vari kudhamenja mudaro. Ichi chinhu chamirirwa nevanhu, vanhu vakwata, vanhu varight, vakuchida kuti chibve ngachipinde. Because Ugona Varakashi, they always oppose our president. They always oppose Nelson Chamisa. As Mr. President, we are 100% behind you. 2028 no chigwina chete. The wave of change is around the SADC region. Adimona. Zvikanzi nemumwe anonzi trust hanzi at least it's better to be led by a God-fearing man than vanoita zvemashavi nekupedza usiku hwese vachiuchira vanzi vachirika moto. It's a very unique ability to be a God-fearing politician. Saka, you can see the number of people who are supporting President Nelson Chamisa. And Varakashi, they are focusing on what they think were mistakes made. What did they think Chamisa did this wrong, did that wrong. But they ignore their own mistakes, their own government mistakes. People who are in power, Namnangagwa, they've a lot of mistakes that they've made since 1980. So trying to attack Chamisa, to say a lot of he made a lot of mistakes. What about your Zanu PF mistakes? Because Chamisa's mistakes does not cost anything. Mnangagwa's mistakes cost the government. Kusika vanhu vakumwa mvura ine matuzvi muZimbabwe because of Varakashi, you don't want to admit that you are wrong. You don't want to admit that Mnangagwa is wrong. You can't even take any criticism of any kind. Adibona. Saka tiri kutaura kuti kwatakuenda uko. Kwatakuenda uko. Kwakaoma. Kwatakuenda kwakaoma. hamene rumwe razuva rikanzi hanzi Dhavhidhi akaurayisa munhu achida mukadzi. Unotoona kuti maZimbabweans vanopererwa. Problem yedu ndeyekuti tinofunga kuti takadzidza stereki. Kune vanhu vari kufunga kuti vakadzidza. Form 4 hakusi kudzidza, guys. Form 4 inokupa a degree of literacy kuti at least you can read and understand. Hataita comprehension English yaye kuti uverenge unzwisise upindura mubvunzo. Ndozvataipreperwa kuti uzofunga mangwana. But from there upinda form 6 wane basic education yekuti wakuda kunodzidza uchizoenda kuuniversity unodzidza. Kana wane first degree bachelor whatever toziva kuti watanga kuita sei, watanga kudzidza manje. Saka vanhu vari kuti kuna president Chamisa usafe wakazungunuka mwana, ramba wakatsika ipapo, ramba wakabata. Ndozvekutaurwa nevanhu. Vamwe vari kutotangira ipapo. Zvikanzi munodiwa mani president, munodiwa my leader. Handiti vaona. Saka zvinhu zvaaku zvinonakidza. Zvinhu izvozvizvi like what I've said kuti vamwe vanobhoikana of course nemaBible verses. Vamwe unonzwa kuti asiyanai nezvepolitics, mumboita zveshoko raMwari. Tine masabhu akawanda. I don't know kuti Chamisa is not in politics ka. Haasina political party yakuleader. Where are the substitutes? Mutakiwa, where are your substitutes? Because hatisi kuona masubstitutes acho. Vakati vanozvigona, Chamisa akati ini ndabuda mazviri. Nanhasi havana constitution. Nanhasi havana constitution yacho, havana congress yacho yavakaita. And tatakatarisira kakuti sezvo vai-accusa Chamisa kuti haana ma-structures. 1 year Welshman Ncube ari president of the party. No structures, no congress, no constitution yacho. Saka tikureva kuti tine a leader in Nelson Chamisa who has got a heart that can differentiate what is evil and what is good. That differentiates what is dirty and what is clean. Varakashi, they can't differentiate that. They must understand what is forbidden and what is permitted, what is dangerous and what is safe. Varakashi, zvinhu zvamusinganzwisisi. Ndosaka muchiona Zimbabwe takunwa sewage, mvura ukaivhura mupombi inobuda matuzu, puf, madhodhi. Munhu aisa kapu achimwa. Tofane korera. Because tine vanhu vari munyika yeZimbabwe who cannot differentiate between dangerous and safe, between decent and indecent, between ugly and beautiful. Zvakawanda andimona. Guys, saka munoona nyaya yandiri kutaura panapa inyaya yekuti Varakashi vanhu vataifamba navo taitoziva kuti ini ndakambofamba nemumwe mufesi wangu. Takamiswa basa kuprison, takamiswa basa ndobva kwaita vatengesi. Vatengesi ava takavaona isusu, taifamba navo vatengesi ava every day, chidita usiku tichifamba navo. But vamwe vakanga vakuona opportunity yekunofa nenzara, vadzingwa basa rechikati cheri. Isusu vamwe vana Yuda tasina basa nazvo, bozi kuti tiri jack of all trades. Nyange dai ndakanzi basa rapera ndaingodzokera kumusha ndonotamba bhora ndotanga kuita mari. Zvakawanda zvinhu zvandaikwanisa kuita in life. Andimona. Saka vamwe vedu vakabva vatorwa nezano. Kanzi vakaenda vanokumbira regerero isusu tasingaiti ndana Yuda vaita zveMDC. Nanhasi ukaenda kuarmy ndaleseni. Ukaenda kuprison kontoine lesson rakanzi Shepherd Yuda. Ukaenda kupolisi vari kutodzidziswa nezvangu. Ndisati ndafa ndiri mupenyu. Ndikataura so mapurisa zvacho ndiwe Yuda wacho vanouya kuinbox wakomana uchitaura. Plus muri lecture patone lecture rakatonzi Shepherd Yuda rinotodzi gaa kumakurutu, kuprison, kupolisi, kuarmy, kuair force. Andi muri kuona hanzi muri kutaurwa nezvenyu, muri kurira mudhara. Kandimona. Saka what they do is vanhu ivavava they came in politics looking kudya. Saka kana uchitarisira kudya, what is happening now is they get suddenly bored with things. And they get completely bored by the president. They bored by us analyzing the situation as it is. Because what they want, they are mind games. They want to play mind games. Most of them are envious and jealousy, who just want to play mind games. But when we talk, we don't mince our words. We go straight to them. We understand. When you think you are damaging or destroying Chamisa, urukutompa a solid base to stand. Ndakati inini last presentation. Ndikati muZimbabwe every day mune a number of people vanotena 18. Patinosvika 2028 every day kuchipinda vanhu kana kuti 1000 in that country vachitena 18 years every day. Patosvika 2028 ane vanhu vangani. Most of these noise makers vamwe vacho pamwe vasvike 2028 muZimbabwe hakuna working health care system. Vanhu vari kufa muroad vari kungodonha nemaaccidents vachifa. Otherwise vana hula baloo vese ava pamwe havasvike 2028 yacho. Vana chari obvious havavhoti. Andimora. Saka tiri kutaura kuti havana, they are irrelevant. Vafana vari kukura havazvizive zvavari kutaura. PaTwitter apa havapo. Havapo paTwitter. Pamoswera muchinyomba. Kunyomba hakuna chakunokubatsirai. Kunyomba will never damage Nelson Chamisa. Andimona. Because what you are just doing is now you are accusing us of being emotional. You forget that it's you who are provoking those emotions. Kana isusu topindura manje takuanalyze situations zvazviri tenge takuona kuti muri extremely manipulative. You guys are just manipulative. It's not that you know something. You are trying to control Nelson Chamisa. You were fighting to control Nelson Chamisa. You want Chamisa to behave the way you want because you are manipulative. You want Chamisa to behave or to control where Chamisa go. You want to control what Chamisa do. You want to control who Chamisa do business with, who Chamisa do politics with. You want to control that. It's a shame that you don't allow a president of the party to do his duty, to do his job. And takaenda ni structure kuna Chamisa yataida kuti aitise implement. Who are you? That's being manipulative, Chari. I mean, Hans Freeman, Chari, I don't know this boy. You're trying to be manipulative. You bring your structure to the whole organization to implement what you want. Who are you? That's being manipulative. You want to control everything. You want to control Nelson Chamisa's behavior. If Chamisa disregards what you have brought to him, or if he disregards your feelings and do whatever he wants, you are not happy. You are not happy at all. You forget that your own behavior is impacting on Nelson Chamisa as well. Your own manipulative way affect the organization. Because if you bring your, like what you said, that you said with Magaisa, drew a structure and gave it to Chamisa to say, look, implement this. And you are not happy that he refused to or he disregarded that structure. So that structure, you were meant to control him, to control how he behave, how he do his politics, and who he do the politics with. That's being manipulative. It's very unfortunate that you try to manipulate someone and a wisdom, who is wiser than you. Because you cannot control how the organization should be set up and how it must survive. Uriwe uri one, kuna zvakadaro. Because Chamisa ane personal life yake. You cannot control where he goes, who he talks to. And you want to be in an advisor role. You want to impose yourself in an advisor role. Wauda kuita shavangu. Wachishavangu. Imposing yourself in an advisor role where you don't have the wisdom to be an advisor. Pane vanhu vanotofunga kuti kataurisa taiziva kuti uyu anofunga. Kuna vanhu vanofunga. Totaura nevanhu, isisi we talk to different people. Ini ndotaura nevanhu vakasiyana siyana. Vanhu vanorizina vanofunga chaicho ndinovaona. I can tell you, tine mudhara umwe ari muno muUK so anonzi Makotosi. Tina Dr. Nyawa. Ndasikada kutaura vanhu 2 ivava. I've got vanhu 2 vekuti kana president vakati vanda ma-advisors. Dai kuri kuti ma-advisors anovhoterwa a-president. Tina Dr. Morgan Nyawa in this country, muUK. Tina mudhara Alexius Makotosi. These are 2 people vandakaona ndegana. I talk to them probably on daily basis, analyzing some situations. Baba, pandopedza kutaura nevarume 2 ivava, ndenge ndava kutokuudza kuti ndataura nezvikara zvinorizina zvinofunga. Dzimwe nguva kuti vakaenda kuchikoro here vakomana vandotaura navo. Kana kuti vakadzidza kundipfuura, amen. But I've seen their importance in this struggle. They are the advisors. Vakuti kana president vachamisa vakati vanda vanhu vanoadvisa politics. I would recommend these 2 guys. Andiri muri kuona. I would recommend these 2 guys. Kuti izvi zvikara zvinofunga izvo. Saka tiri kutaura kuti an individual is manipulative once the president of an organization to do whatever he wants, brings his structure and say, hey, you don't have structures, implement my structure. And on. Implement my structure. That's being manipulative. If it's not neglectful, that's being manipulative. Because he was doing some fundraisings. I remember reading the other posts he did that MDC, Triple C will never win elections with a finance department that it does not know how to fundraise. So he's like trying to use finances that he had fundraised to manipulate the president of an organization. Politics hazifambi zichidaro manje. Hazifambi zichidaro. Because right now, we are now reading your mind. We are now reading your intentions. What were your intentions? What was your agenda? You just wanted to manipulate the president of an organization. You are just someone who loves drama. Because zvawaida hazvina kuitika. Now we have adopted this tendency to lie. Because what you wanted did not happen. Saka you are dramatizing the horse. Depends the time, yes, tichitaura. The way you love dramas. Ratove drama iri. And you failed to manipulate the leader. You failed to force him to implement whatever you wanted him to implement. Saka wakumuti wewe wakatadza kuita zvakati ndakukunyadzisa drama iroro. Ndakauya ndikati nini ndiita zvakati ukaramba. Drama rawakutaura. And you have got drama rako is just showing that you are someone and a crippling thirst of attention. And that attention, I don't know, you are just self-serving. Uneka thirst ka attention kuti ndofana kunzwika, ndofana kuonekwa. And we are wasting time talking about you. You are just a selfish individual, a nobody. Kana dziri mari dzana chivhayo, idyai makanyarara. Imari yestate yai. Haisi mari inobva muhomwe yachivhayo. Hana business chivhayo. Doesn't own a business. akanziisa masolar panels ugwanda akatadza kana 1 pana kana solar panel iri pakabhadharwa mamillions. Haasi business minded, it's just a thief. Kana dziri mari dzembavha dzari kuba kustate dzari kupona naMnangagwa, idyai makanyarara. That money is belong to you as well. It belongs to anyone in Zimbabwe. Mari dzamuri kudya idzodzo. Because you are selfish, you think kuti iwe ndiwe unofana kudya wega. You don't think about vanhu vari kuparire nyatu vari kurwara vasina chikafu. You don't think about them. Hakuna mishonga, hakuna magetsi, hakuna mvura. You don't think about all those people. You want to fatten yourself, fatten your pocket. Nemari iri kubirwa state nembavha. Wapedza hapo, you become selfish, self-serving, manipulative, telling Chamisa that you refuse to implement my structures that I've brought to you. And who are you? You brought them as who? Because waita fundraise, waita GoFundMe. Vana Yuda vaisa £5, $5, kuti mari yako ikwane yauri kuda. Obva waenda wakabata mari, you become manipulative because une finance. To hell with your finance. Go hang. And you know, because you are just obsessed with humiliating a successful leader. Chamisa is successful. He defeated Mnangagwa twice. Zvaunotoziva. Takazoona kuti Mnangagwa akawina free and fair election. Yanga yapinda. Aisati yapinda. Payanga isati yapinda roimhanya kuti data inini, election was rigged, this and that. Kungopinda chete wachinja song. Rega Tyson Timbeta akaimba kati aisati yapinda. Bonasi aisati yapinda. Bonasi. Kungopinda chete mari. Waubhonyoka. You are a self-serving idiot. You are just a buffoon. And more. You are just someone obsessed with trying to humiliate the leader of an organization. What Chamisa has achieved, the success he has done, you will never achieve that success the rest of your life. Kudzinza rako hakuna kana wana anobuda achave as successful as Nelson Chamisa. Hakuna. Uri kupinda kunovhiringa vanhu vari so cheerful. Chamisa said, I'm on sabbatical leave. And you are coming with the nonsense. Twisting everything to your benefit. Because yapinda bonus. Yapinda, whatever Chivayo paid you for that data, give him. We don't care. Give him, we don't care. Say whatever you want. People of Zimbabwe don't care. People are suffering in Zimbabwe because of people like you, self-serving idiots, buffoons, and more. Because if you are a man enough, you must know your boundaries. Unfortunately, you guys, you lack health boundaries. You don't know where to start and end. Munongorudunuka sejuice. Rokuti ukasakasira unobata tambo yo ruoko rwese rwopera kurudunuka. Rakarukwa. Andimona. Trying to bully Nelson Chamisa to submit to your nonsense. That will never work. That will never work, my friend. That will never work. Comment whatever you want. Write whatever. Bring the data that you have. And isusu takaita forensic. Ukangoriburisa data rekunzi hanzi Mnangagwa wakawina. Ndiri kurida. And I can go to court. Demanding kuti undipe a copy of that data. Unedited. No reader. I'm telling you. Kuti Chari tipe data rawakataura kuti Mnangagwa wakawina free and fair election. Wotipa data racho rawakacapture iwewe. Unedited. To reader. Tori some machine. Tine machine is farm machine. To some machine. Tukuda data racho iro. Because aungataura kuti kana munhu aramba une punitive attitude kaike kuti zvandikuda nezvikaramba, I'll punish him, I'll say this to him, I'll damage him. hatishande tichidaro kuti iwewe you always expect favorable treatment from Nelson Chamisa. If that treatment doesn't come, you adopt this punitive stance when you don't get, when Chamisa refused to get your way. Because he did refuse. You confessed it on your Twitter that he refused to implement what I have brought to him. So now you are becoming punitive. You are becoming punitive because he did not get the way you want or did not do the way you want. Hakuna politics tsakadaro. You are just being manipulative. You are just trying to control a leader of an organization. You are trying to capture a leader of an organization to do corruption. Kuti muzofamba futi wakutaura Chamisa is corrupt. Empesa ungendo funds. Mari dzipi dzaunoziva iwe? Bulletproof car iyaya kandikutaurira kana iri ndo mari dzamuri kupesa. Patakaisa it's me Nana Juma ndisakaya ne-idea yacho iyoyo yeku-raise funds for the bulletproof car ya-president. Chamisa did not even request anything from us. Takaita, we just wanted to give him as a surprise. But kuharare kuna vanhu vakangozobvarukawo akatoshamisika Chamisa. When I spoke to him, he was even shocked. Mkoma Shepherd, I don't know kuti what is kuti zviri kuitwa nanani. Kuti ndimutaura kuti I'm part of that, handina kumuudza zvangu. Andiona. Because we didn't want him to know kuti kumuraisira mari yekutenga bulletproof car to protect him. Manzwa hope dzataurwa kuti anga achinamata kukauya vanhu vakaridza pfuti. Hanzi vanga chirwa nemamachine gun svika Chamisa afa. Kuzobuda mangwana muHerald zvichinzi machi marobhasi. But unozomba munhu aiti musiyawo, hey musiyawo, masiyawo munomaziva here. To hell with you guys. To hell with you Varakashi. Anditi mona. Saka regai ndipedze ndakunorara. That's almost 3 o'clock. Munoti kushed. Good night. Varakashi. Hadzi kana isati yapinda avanenge vachitaura zvakanaka. Kungopinda chete bonus. Chamisa yapinda ka mari estate. Ana